Stay safe in the water, and a big news crew in Osterville this morning on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Friday, July 6th, 2012. I'm Sarah Colvin. The Fox 25 Morning News crew makes its way around Massachusetts every summer, stopping in villages and getting to know the people of the state in what they call the Zip Trip. Today, the Fox 25 crew was here in Barnstable, set up on the lawn of the village library. A big crowd of people gathered to watch the show's news stars, Jean Levanchi, Cindy Fitzgibbons, Elizabeth Hopkins, and Shannon Malaire, who were quite pleasant and friendly with the fans who came to greet them. Gail Nightingale of the Osterville Library Board of Trustees got a chance at fame. She was interviewed on screen by Cindy Fitzgibbons. Here I am with Barnstable This Morning's Melissa Chartrand. We think that our show needs a van like this. Barnstable Girls High School volleyball team coach is interviewed by Shannon Malaire. Tom Tucker, of course, surrounded by the very successful team. And, of course, Barnstable Town Manager Tom Lynch made a splash. He visits with host Jean Levanchi before his time on camera. And then, of course, Tom Lynch talked about the villages of Barnstable, the history of the Kennedys, and more with host Shannon Malaire. It's always nice to see a fuss made about Barnstable. But of course, we here at Barnstable Today work to keep you updated on happenings in our town as well, right here on Channel 18. Next week is Swim and Safety Week in Barnstable. Lifeguards and the aquatic staff will be staging demonstrations on the town's beaches, showing off their stuff and reminding beachgoers of the importance of keeping safe while enjoying the sand and surf. This morning, I spoke with Director of Leisure Services Patty Machado about Swim and Safety Week. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Barnstable This Morning. I'm Sarah Colvin, and joining me live on the phone, I welcome our Director of Leisure Services, Patty Machado. Patty, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. We're doing pretty well at the beach. It's busy.
It is, and it's a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful summer so far, and I know lots of positive things and lots of great things going on at the beaches.
Yes, we're very lucky.
We like it. So next week, Patty, is Swim and Safety Week. Talk to me a little bit about what that means here in town.
Well, all the sites will be doing a little demonstration of different things that they do at the beach, but they'll also be talking to everybody on the beach and in our swimming lesson programs about how to be safe at the beach, like never swim alone, making sure that someone's always watching you, always go to a swim area that's a designated swim area, and just go over some of the rules and why they're implemented into the beaches. And then every day at about noontime, we'll be running a demonstration, whether it be how to do a rescue, what's entailed in first aid, how to do spinal management if somebody were to break their neck on the beach, how CPR is performed, and just give everybody kind of an overview of safety overall. So it's a fun event, but at the same time it drives home what the lifeguards do and what they're there to do, and helping everybody stay safe at the beach, whether they're there at a Barnstable beach or any place around water.
Absolutely, and I think it's really important for the public to know just what the lifeguards do. Of course, I think it's easy to see them up in their lifeguard towers and understand that they're keeping an eye on the water, but there are so many things other than just just watching the water that the lifeguards are there to do. Yeah, they do have extensive training, and I think people are amazed when they actually figure out what it is that they have to know and the knowledge that they have to know. And again, it's the same as any fire department. They're waiting for the opportunity to utilize those skills and hope that they never have to. However, the fact that they're ready to respond to anything that happens out there, and a lot of things you just don't know are going to happen. I mean, there are things that just happen, and it's like, okay, this is a new learning experience. So it's fun, but at the same time, it can be a very grueling position. Absolutely. And talk to me a little bit more about the demonstrations, Patty. As you said, are they going to be happening on all of the beaches that are staffed with lifeguards? Well, all the beaches that we have the swim programs, they're definitely scheduled at noontime, depending on the availability of staff at the larger sites. It depends on how busy it is and whether or not we can fit them in. But they'll make a big announcement and let everybody know to come over and watch. And the schedule is in the newspapers. We have sent them out to all the local newspapers plus the Cape Cod Times to try and get people to know what's going on. Absolutely. And is that a schedule that you can see, Patty, on the recreation website as well, or on the town's website? Yes. Go into our swim program, and we have all our events going on there, because the following week is our Adam Prentice Swimathon. So those beware out there in the community that the young people that are in our swimming lessons are trying to help kids that can't afford to do a rec program
they're raising funds, and all that money will go directly 100% to supporting a young child that maybe can't afford to do a recreation program.
Absolutely.
So we don't turn anybody away, and this is one of the opportunities and one of the ways that we raise money to help support the community overall.
Excellent. Is there anything else, Patty, about Swim Safety Week that you want our viewers to be aware of?
No, but I'm looking forward to getting you out there. Maybe we can put it on next Friday so they can see a few of them. I was thinking about maybe combining 3 or 4 at one and having you come on out on Friday and put it on channel so they can get a flavor. If they don't make it to a beach this week, they'll have the opportunity to actually see it next week.
I think that can absolutely be arranged. I never say no to an assignment that takes me out to the beach. No problem with that whatsoever, Patty.
All right, so we'll get you out there.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, and we'll talk with you again next week.
All right, thank you.
Swim Safety Week begins Monday. For a full list of events, head to town.barnstable.ma.us. Barnstable's boards and commissions get back to business next week. Town Council meets Thursday night. The official agenda has not yet been issued, but one item expected to appear is the appointment of an assistant town manager, as well as the appointment of an interim member of the Assembly of Delegates. For that position, 3 people have applied. We'll know on Thursday, perhaps, which one does get the job. Of course, that person will need to be elected again in the general election in November. Town Council meets Thursday night at 7 p.m. at Town Hall. The preview press conference will take place Tuesday at 3:30 in the Town Hall hearing room. In addition to Town Council, several other boards and committees will meet next week. On Monday, the Land Acquisition and Preservation Committee will meet at the Santuit Pond Preserve at 5:30. The Sandy Neck Board will meet at Town Hall at 7:30. That meeting will air live on Channel 18. We'll have more details about next week's meetings on Monday's edition of Barnstable This Morning. Well, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, you may want to consider heading to Cotuit. The Great Brush-Off begins at 9 a.m. on the Cotuit Village Green. Plein air painters will demonstrate their skill on the green and throughout town. Till about noontime, 4 guys in tuxes will be on hand providing entertainment, and a silent and live auction will also be held. The live auction will allow patrons to buy work that was painted that very day. The event benefits the Cahoon Museum of Art. Also taking place tomorrow, the Bay Bridge Clubhouse is presenting Local Fest 2012. It's an all-day music festival on the Hyannis Village Green. It starts at noon and runs through 6 p.m. You'll be able to purchase refreshments on the green. Proceeds will benefit the Bay Bridge Clubhouse. That organization provides activities and employment for those with mental illness. Next Tuesday, July 10th, the Centerville Beautification Committee invites all to a big band concert by the Cape Cod Conservatory Jazz Ensemble featuring the sounds of Count Basie, Glenn Miller, and Duke Ellington, among others. Donations are accepted and will benefit the Centerville Beautification Committee. The concert begins at 7:30 at the Craigville Tabernacle, Lake Elizabeth Drive in Centerville. Well, we hope you have a wonderful weekend. The weather is supposed to be excellent with Barnstable Today. I'm Sarah Colvin.